Hello, everyone, and welcome to Burn the Ship, the podcast that helps entrepreneurs go all in on their business, and we introduce them to professionals that can help them to do so. Today, we have a very special guest. Sava, how are you doing today?
Hey, Rod. Thank you for having me. I'm doing great.
Awesome, awesome. Please introduce yourself and the name of your business.
I'm Sava, Rilak, and I'm running Atlanta Pack and Load Moving Company.
Awesome, awesome. We so look forward to learning more about your business and what you do. But before that, we want to learn a little bit more about your story. So go ahead and tell us about your journey.
Journey started even when I was a kid. Back in Serbia, I did professional sports, and around age of 19, I decided want to just escape for a month, and came to US being a lifeguard, working on a pool. Moving became my second job just to earn some extra money, extra opportunity.
Okay, let's talk about the sports. What were you doing? What sports were you participating in on there?
I was doing judo for 13 years. Yeah, did a couple last years being there and competing. Was a national team as well.
Okay, nice. Now, when you came to the US, you said you were a lifeguard. What state did you go to do that?
That was in Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. Why did you choose a cold place to be a lifeguard?
So that was funny because I was in college at that time, and I just saw a post on a college wall, just like we were looking for lifeguards in Washington, D.C., and I was like, look at that opportunity. Let me take it on.
Okay.
So there was not really my decision where to go, but it was just opportunity given.
Okay, I got you. It makes a lot of sense. Well, you got over here, and once you got here, you said you were just going to stay for a month. Tell us what happened on the extension of time. How did that come about?
It started month after month expanding that stay, and honestly felt like home.
Okay.
Felt I enjoyed it, built some friends around, and honestly opportunities being given to me felt like I don't have that back in my country. So decided that I want to build a life here.
Stick around and make it happen. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you were a lifeguard, you were in a new place, and then I'm assuming some bills started to happen and you had to try to figure out how to get some money?
That's exactly. At first it was just fun time and just like you're enjoying your single life. Later on you start, you have your needs and you just want to kind of get better life. So from being part-time mover, I became a full-time mover. That was my primarily source of income, and just wanted to improve. So start getting promoted in the company where I worked, building up my knowledge about moving industry. Just wanted to learn more, get better. Didn't want to stay in the same position. So yeah, that's how it started.
Cool. You went from a helper to probably the main guy. Were you driving too?
That's right. Yeah, I was from mover who. Funny part, the reason why I stayed and being longer as a mover was I didn't speak any English. Okay. So I came here and then I started learning English. Once I was good enough, I was promoted to a driver. Then from driver, I became a manager. And then moved around a little bit from DC, moved to do Chicago. From Chicago, came down to Atlanta. And that's where I decided, hey, this is the place for me to stay.
Awesome. How long have you been in the Atlanta area now?
It's been 3 years now.
Okay, awesome. Well, welcome on down to the South. A little bit different type of weather, I'm sure, than you were having up there.
It is.
How was the weather in comparison to Serbia to the States? Is it more of a Washington, D.C., or is it a southern?
Yeah, more close to between Washington and Chicago. We do have long winters, lots of snow. And it's getting cold.
Yes, I get it. Now is that time of year. Well, you came down to Georgia. Did you just work with another company? You had a transfer? What happened with your work?
Yeah, I started. The reason why I came to Georgia was promotion. It's the same company. And yeah, the first couple months I worked with the same company and just decided there was something in myself when it happened that I have to make a change.
Okay. Well, that's the name of the show, Burn the Ship. We always ask that question. Was it a particular event that happened that made you say, I'm going to go from a management position to I'm going to strike out here and start my own business?
So I believe South had big impact on that. It felt very natural to me connecting with people and doing something different than other companies. Most of businesses these days are dependable on online services. For me personally, was everything shaking hands and meeting people. So that was the moment when I realized that actually it's working here. people are good around me, and I wanted to handle it different than everybody else.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. It's been so many stories where people are working in an industry, they see how it goes, and then they see an opportunity for them to step out and start their own business. Was this your first entrepreneurial experience?
Yes, it is.
Okay, awesome. They had to be a little nervous.
Oh, it was a big step. So, not knowing enough, because you're always working for somebody else, you have somebody behind your back to help in those cases. And then for me, it was a huge step. It's a big risk, but still, the feeling I had and that gut feeling I was like driven by, it made me go all in, and I was just ready to move on and just do things my way.
Yeah. I'm sure your experience in practicing judo helped you to stay self-motivated as you were getting ready to go. Did that training in your past help you to move forward with your business?
Yes, it is. And I mean, the biggest help I had from sports, and especially competitive in judo, was you're not afraid of competition. It's, you can lose one day, but then you go back, train more, get better, and then get back on the field.
Right.
Just be better. That's all. Hard work behind it.
Awesome. Makes a lot of sense. Now tell us about Atlanta Pack and Load. Tell us what you do. Tell us how you're helping the people. Tell us all about the business.
Yeah. Atlanta Pack and Load started 2023.
Okay.
I wanted to do different, as I mentioned. So I start getting known in community and shaking hands with people, because people were afraid of moving companies and they needed somebody on their side. So I started by going into their homes, explaining what's going to happen on the day of move, educating more clients so they feel more comfortable with our team. So at this moment, we are moving all across America, and in 2025 we started with international moves as well.
Okay.
Completed a couple of those. It's been great. So I can be proud and say that no matter where you move and where you want to go, we go with you.
Okay. Now, one of the things that I do know as far as the storage aspect of things, tell us a little bit about your storage options as well.
That's correct. And we do know how hard closing and home selling can be, and many times our clients need help with storaging. So we do offer warehouse facility. We can store your items from a couple of days to a couple of months.
Okay.
We do have a client, that's a funny story, just really quick to mention now. We just moved them to Portugal. Okay. And they left majority of their home belongings, they left here in warehouse for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So that just tells you that you can stay with us and be safe anywhere from 2 days up to a couple years.
Awesome. Now, one of the things that separates your company outside of you taking care of them is the way that you accept the payments. I had never heard of a moving company not taking a deposit and waiting till the day of the move. How'd you come up with that particular process?
Yeah, that was born at one of the visits I had early on. When I went to the home and I realized how much trust they're giving us. You as a client, you give me so much trust with your belongings and everything you built in your life. So I was looking around, what can I give back to show my trust? And that was one of the key moments when I changed, and I was like, no, we're not going to charge any deposit, and we give full flexibility. The clients can call us back, reschedule their move, cancel for any reason. They're not going to get any penalties, or they're not responsible for anything.
Okay. Now, you are dealing with moving. You're moving residentials, all over the country. So my question is, what is the biggest and heaviest piece that you guys have had to move?
I was talking about this recently, and we had really big hot tub to move.
Okay.
And usually hot tubs are somewhere in a corner, in an awkward position. It's very hard to get to, and it's hard to get them out of there.
Yes. So it's a hot tub. Oh, my goodness. You put that on the truck by itself, or because you can't really build around that, can you? Or you put it on the end of the truck?
So we do have the hydraulic lift gates on the back of the trucks.
Okay.
And they do go on the truck. They go inside. And that's another thing. It's challenging to get them up there.
Yes.
It seems like, yes, you have that help with hydraulics, but you got to hold it. You're in the air the whole time.
Oh, my goodness. Now, when you deal with your international section, I know that is something that you're growing. Tell us a little bit of how you keep record of the items that are inside of the boxes that have to go. Tell us a little bit about that
Yeah,
process.
that's a great question. So planning for international move starts early on, and that's where we need to come in, and we have assigned person who's handling move, going in, and then first of all is just getting an idea, understanding customers what exactly they want to move with them. So we create primary list of items.
Okay.
That's where we start with, and then our packing team comes in when they go by the list and still do corrections, because if we miss anything in that box, that causes a whole delay on importing in another country.
Right.
So we do have 3 steps before we submit the inventory for any international move, and that starts with early on just advising with clients, then our packing team, and then our team when actually is about to submit the paperwork. They're going through and double checking everything.
Okay, awesome. I know how important it is, and I can tell you're a man that follows the processes. I just wanted you to share that a little bit with the people who are moving international, because they're moving to a new place, and that's the last thing they want, is to have to worry about my stuff not making it through customs.
That's so true, and very important to mention that we have team behind who is helping clients to avoid paying import taxes in the country, because whoever is moving out of US and going somewhere else or coming in US, we do have team who works one-on-one with client to understand the reason for move, because there is always some way that you can get some sort of benefits from country you're moving in.
Now, as we talk about the individual clients, we have a pretty good idea of who you need. Anyone moving local, anyone moving in America and international, that is the actual client. Do you have referral partners that send you those opportunities that we can connect you with, like realtors, or who are those people for you?
That's correct. And the biggest referral partners that we have are real estate agents.
Okay.
It's important for them to have responsible moving company. I also learned that early on, that unfortunately they couldn't believe movers. It took us a long time to build that connection, and I do appreciate every connection with real estate agents.
Okay, yeah. So real estate agents, if you're watching today, make sure to connect with Sava, because it helps you to complete that real estate circle, because they really control it and they are monitoring it, and having a good mover just helps them to look better. So please reach out to Sava. Now, Sava, as you have been moving around the world, you moved to a new country, you grew up into the moving management and now the management in the moving company, and now you started your own business. Are there some business skills or best practices that you have developed and nurtured that have helped you to be successful that you can share with the audience that is watching today?
I mentioned earlier about understanding that we're all humans. You cannot get afraid. So it's a lesson, and you have to know how to take a lesson. But besides that, the most important what I built was that personal connection. So don't stay at home, go out there, meet people, connect with community.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's important, because sometimes business owners get so wrapped up into running the business, they forget about the outreach portion. So I definitely appreciate you sharing that. Now, we've talked a lot about your journey, your travels, your business. We've talked about some of those business skills, but I want to take a couple minutes and talk about you. Now, let's just say that the business is coming along well. You're moving people all over the world. Time and money is not an issue. What is it that you would do with your time?
Ooh. I would definitely go ski.
Okay.
I'm a big time skier. I enjoy skiing, so I would love to ski each continent.
Okay.
And just visit all ski areas around.
Okay. What would you say is the highest peak or most dangerous place that you have done some skiing?
Most dangerous, a couple years ago, we skied Silverton. That's in South Colorado, close to New Mexico. And we were right behind an avalanche.
Oh my gosh.
So it's scary, but at the same time, it's good experience.
Okay.
Because it's your adrenaline is high, and you're just like, there is a risk, but you're enjoying it.
Yeah. So
it's
you look behind you and you saw the snow coming, man?
No, so there must be a guide. So every group has a guide. So guide knew that avalanche is happening. So they stopped us, but we were looking at that, and then they took us over so we could ski on top of it. Just
Oh my goodness.
and that's another thing. It's just like you're scared of it, but in the end, you're on top of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's a good feeling, you know?
I got you. Well, that's a good deal, getting out there and hitting the skis. Now, is there a destination point that you want to go and ski?
Definitely South America.
Okay.
Their season is in summertime.
Okay.
So all my skiing I'm doing is in wintertime, in January, February, March. But I do feel that South America would have to offer something special because you never actually skied in August.
Okay.
So that would be fun.
Makes a lot of sense. Now, if the people that are watching today have questions about you, the business skills, the business in itself, what is the best way for them to get in contact with you?
The best is call us in office. All of us, somebody's always there to help with it. 770-779-8959. And I'm looking forward to hear any questions you might have. And I'm there always to educate and help. You don't have to use our services.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. And as we make it towards the end of the show, I always honor our guests for coming on the show because it's not always easy to share those stories, the ups and downs and all arounds. And we always give our guests the last word. So please look into the camera and tell the people something good.
All right. I would share with everyone what I'm driven by, and that's my quote, competition breeds excellence. I think that's pretty good. Put that in your work and you'll succeed in life.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I truly do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. And to everyone that is watching, be kind and thanks.